All right, what's going on, guys? This is our second podcast now. We have JPark in the house.
My name's Othman. I do e-commerce, dropshipping mainly. I have background in sales, and I just keep e-commerce.
Same. I started with dropshipping back in high school. My senior year, I had to figure something out. Came across dropshipping. From there, I started social media after, personal brand, all that, agency.
Cool. So Othman, right? That's your name. Where are you from?
I'm Palestinian originally.
Palestinian. Nice. Cool. And then I always call you JPark because of your Instagram handle. What's your real name?
Jihan.
Jihan. Oh, cool. So Jihan
Sounds fucking powerful. Like about to do some kung fu on my ass.
And then we have Nick, obviously.
Yeah, what's up, guys? That's crazy though. High school, trying to escape the matrix so young. Like, don't get me wrong, Max and I tried.
Yeah.
Didn't do it. Most people don't do it in high school. But would you say, like, how come you did it?
Bro, it's honestly like
Start businesses in high school.
Yeah, like, no, like, actually do it in high school. Like,
it's honestly such a crazy story. Like, I used to try every single side hustle out there, like selling Fortnite
when
accounts.
did you try?
Like back when I was like 14, 15, like when I was growing up, like we weren't from the hood, but like we didn't have money like that. Like my dad did make a lot of money, but Asian families, like my mom didn't work, and I had two other siblings, and so it's my dad feeding like 5 different people. He made like $80K a year, but like across 5 different people, it's really not that much. Like I didn't get any Christmas gift, birthday gifts, or nothing. So like kids would come to my school the next day on Christmas, like, yo, hop on the game. I'm like,
They
yo,
didn't even
like,
give you socks?
yeah, like I don't got it. Like
nothing?
nothing.
Not
And
even
so,
like a fucking, I don't know, like a hat?
no,
Happy
nothing.
Merry Christmas?
Like
That's
they just
crazy.
didn't celebrate it like that.
Okay.
And so that's like when it started to hit me that I need to start making money. Like,
No, for sure.
and then when I learned like how the whole college thing works, you gotta wait like 8 years, go to college for 8 years to end up with some decent degree that's gonna make at least 6 figures. It's 8 years, and then after that, you gotta pay off debt. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to do this for 12 more years. I'm like, yeah, I'm figuring some shit out now.
The system.
And so
Mhm.
then I tried dropshipping for like a week. Like everyone else, I just quit. And then afterwards, I met one of my friends. I was a senior at the time, 18, and he was 14. He's a freshman. It was in one of the classes in high school where it's at all grade levels. And he was watching like a dropshipping video, and I heard it. Now, that's the first person I've ever seen like talk about dropshipping or any business like in person. None of my friends or family really cared to start one. But when I heard that, I went up to him. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, I tried that shit too. And he's like, yeah, I tried it in the summer. I got like 3 sales and I quit. And then we were like, yo, let's link up this weekend and try something. So I have our office apartment building, like the one here, but in Miami, it's like directly downstairs. Mine's like across the highway. I used to just walk there across the highway, 6 a.m. in the morning. His granddad would drive him. We stayed there 6 a.m. to like 5 p.m. when he had to leave, literally like 8 to 10 hours. Bro, we couldn't order food. I didn't have a car because I got in a car accident. We just straight used to work like 8-10 hours on the weekends, film all our ads, and then throughout the school days, we would upload it. And then 2.5 weeks in, I got my first sale, and that changed everything because it was only like $10, $20 in profit, but like, the fact that like it hit the bank account, I don't know about you guys, but like,
yeah, that first sale is always
that first sale
the
is
best.
just
I still
everything.
remember mine too. What was your first product, if you don't mind sharing?
So the model that I did is called organic dropshipping because I didn't have the money to run ads like that, and I just didn't know how to. So I started with what's called organic dropshipping. It's just where you post videos on TikTok, Instagram, make it blow up, and then you link your Shopify store to your profile. And so I sold like this little phone case gun toy. It looks like a phone, but you can shoot like these little Nerf bullets out of it. Like it's so like low quality, terrible. But like the whole concept of why I chose the product is because on social media, there's always like these jokes about like America having school shootings and shit. And I knew if I made videos about that, like rage baiting people, like making jokes on it, like people would go crazy in the comments, like laughing and shit. And so that's why I picked the product. So it has, I know you sell on Amazon, so it has low conversion rates, but the amount of volume that we got in terms of views still made it get a decent amount of sales. So that's why I picked it for the engagement, on the social media comments that like boosted the video. We got millions of views.
Really?
And then
That's fire.
So
that's
you,
like what got it going.
then you want the whole like 9 yards to create a social media account for it and everything?
Yeah.
Cool. You still do that to this day to your products?
No, I mainly run ads now. Now that I have
Ads within like Amazon,
ads,
TikTok.
Facebook ads, Instagram ads.
Nice.
Bro got bread now, so you can spend on ads. So,
yeah, but when he started, he didn't have a lot of money.
exactly.
So that's why
That's
organic drop shipping and even Amazon FBA, where you could buy a product and from like a retail store like Ross and have 30 days to return it. That's going to be one of the best business models.
See,
to
yeah,
start.
with every business, you got to just work with what you have. Like people make excuses like, yo, I don't have money. Like I can't start this. Oh, I don't have time. Actually, when I first started, I was working a job 30 hours a week and going to school.
What were you working at?
So I first started working at Panera. Like this is one of my biggest takes. Like it was easier for me to start making $10,000 a month with my own business than it was to get a job at McDonald's. Like I tried working at McDonald's right when I turned 16. They would not accept me. I tried working at Chick-fil-A. They said, fuck you. And then Chipotle, bro, they didn't even answer me. But apparently the store shut down a week later. But like,
It's only happened. It's happened to two of you, people that I know. Happened to Nick too. You can tell him a story about Publix. You got rejected 7 times to be a cash register. Can you imagine?
I'm like, why?
Like, no, you're not good enough to be a cash register.
Dude, that's a try, low key.
Yeah.
That's fucking a try.
Yeah.
You pull up there on the McLaren now?
Fuck that. They will not. You will not see me at Publix pulling up, unless it's the one here in Brooklyn. It's chilling, just walking distance. But so you made it, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying that the organic model worked for you.
Yeah.
So what would you say is what was different from you than others that either start your model or start other models that just end up quitting because you were in that state of mind before you quit. Then you went back in it with a different mindset, I guess. So what is it that's different that made it work?
So the difference was that the second time I tried it, we actually gave it a fair attempt. The first time I posted like 5 TikToks and I'm like, all right, yeah, this shit doesn't work. And then this time I watched case studies. What really helped was watching case studies, like trying dropshipping for a week or trying Amazon for a month.
And was that
like,
YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. And then I saw like the process.
Shout out to YouTube.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Of like what they do on day 1, day 2, day 3. And then I'm like, okay, now like I know like some sort of outline of what I need to follow. And then after it's just that with the model of organic dropshipping, you either make sales or you just make no sales at all. And so there's always just a breaking point, even with my students that I coach, like after like 2 to 3 weeks, like you start making sales out of nowhere. And so you got to get in the algorithm, especially for Instagram Reels. When you first start posting on a new account, 0 views on everything. And then a week in, it starts giving you a few hundred views and stuff, where TikTok's a little more instant. So yeah, I just actually gave it a fair attempt this time. We had a better product and marketing angles and creatives really helped.
Nice. How much money did you start TikTok shop organic, or I mean, drop shipping organic? Actually, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
How much money did someone need to start drop shipping organic?
See, I know you guys get this question too. How much money do I need to start? Technically, you could start with $50, but like realistically, you're going to make mistakes, lose money. Your first product might not always be your winner. Realistically, with organic dropshipping, you could really start with $50. Like you promote it. If it doesn't go viral, if it doesn't get views, you don't get sales, you just return it and then get your money back and go with the next one. Shopify trial's only $1. So there's nothing else.
$50. Really. Interesting. And where are you buying these products from? Is it distributors? Is
Amazon.
Oh shit. Okay, you're doing Amazon to like Shopify.
Yeah. No. Just for my sample. So from the supplier in China to my house, it'd be like 2 weeks. I'm not trying to wait 2 weeks to start, posting ads of my product. So we order it off of Amazon, get a sample, comes in like 1 to 3 days, and it also lets us return it. So people don't know this. Dropshipping
That's
products
scary.
are
That's
like
scary,
a special category. Dropshipping products are Amazon products. Amazon products can be dropshipped. Dropshipping is just a fulfillment model where you don't hold inventory. So the products are all the same. It's on Amazon. And so I bought it from Amazon, promoted it, and then my supplier in China fulfills it to my customers. So my customers get the China shit. I get a little bit better shit.
Nice. And then, so I get that drop shipping is like a different like fulfillment model. Yeah. Where were you selling your products on if it was in Amazon?
Shopify.
So Shopify. Yeah. How come you pick Shopify over like Amazon?
I just didn't know that Amazon was a possibility, to be honest. I didn't know about the models that you guys started. I thought Amazon was only private label and FBA, where you need thousands of dollars in inventory. You need a LLC. Like, there's no way I was going to convince my parents to open up an LLC. Like, yeah. And so I'm like,
girl was 14.
Yeah.
Oh, she was 14 when you started?
No, when I really started was when I was 17.
Okay.
But I started trying to make money at 14 on, doing shit here and there, but like nothing too crazy.
What was your first like attempt at making money?
I don't even know if I can say some of this on camera, but like selling shoes, AirPods, Roblox accounts, Fortnite accounts, like the most random shit you could think of. I tried it all. And so I feel like everyone just has a business that works for them. Like for you guys, it was Amazon. For me, it was dropshipping. For some people, it's trading. Like there's just that one business that makes sense for whoever's getting into it. I feel like it's just meant to be. I don't know. No,
facts. What was your first business?
Mine was pretty much when I got rejected from Publix 7 times. That shit was so stupid. I just replaced iPhone screens.
Oh,
so I literally watched a YouTube video. You can go on YouTube and search up how to replace an iPhone screen. It's a 15-minute video. I learned, and then it was $13 to buy the toolkit, $30 to buy an iPhone screen. You could charge people like $60 through $90.
Wow.
So then I was just like, let me just do this. Cause bro, like I'm trying to make bread. And I always knew that. Like I come from Ecuador and my mom had like a little shop there. So I've seen like somewhat like some business stuff. So after trying that, I did like, I think I did like 40 screens. I stopped because of football. But ever since that happened, I knew like I could just go ahead and start my own thing. Like even if I get fired from a job, I could always try something. Like build something. But
what was your first business?
My first business, I'd say, what was my first business? Honestly, I jumped straight into drop shipping, but before that was in sales. I don't know if that counts as kind of my own business. I mean, you work on your own schedule. I was in high ticket sales, so
nice.
I was an online closer. It was either for mentorship programs, but mainly I was in tech sales.
So Sorry, being close to the mic. So like, no, I was just trying to be a little close, not like fucking on him and shit. You know?
Like I started off with tech sales.
Yeah, perfect.
It was pretty good. I chose my own schedule, full commission though, no base, no nothing. It was more like I liked sales, but it was just too much. I feel like you over time you get burned out.
Yeah,
all that.
I like sales because it doesn't require money. It requires your brain and talking. That's it.
Exactly.
Like you don't need to take a risk. There's no risk. Just learn how to talk.
Exactly.
Like that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think you need to be a good salesman for anything you do.
Exactly.
There's no big company out there that they don't have.
You could trade Forex.
Some sort of good salesman.
I don't know how to talk to anyone.
Think so?
Yeah, you can.
Even then, I feel like. App. What about raising money? Like I feel like
raising money.
Yeah, you need. Getting a house, like you need to negotiate stuff, getting a car.
I guess you buy with everything.
The car dealership's going to fuck you if you don't know sales.
No, they're going to take all your money.
Exactly.
Sales is part of life.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like that you started that way. That's also like a service-based business, which is just taking in bread. Margins are higher. It doesn't require money again. Like it's just different mentality. And when you come from sales and then go into drop shipping, you become really good at both. Do some crazy shit like down the road.
A lot of people that I know that are doing good, they come from sales.
Yeah, something, bro. Like,
yeah.
Warren Buffett says it. It's like, that's the biggest skill you can have. Sales, persuasion. It's fire.
Yeah. And I wasn't a salesman for many years, but I like to read books about it so I can kind of get in the loop of everything.
Yeah. Sales is a grind though. Like,
for sure.
When I was taking calls from probably like 9 a.m. to like 8 p.m.
Oh,
So I was just taking calls back to back to back, trying to.
What was the close ratio?
I was 20 to 30%.
I mean, that's not bad.
Closing percentage.
Not bad.
But like there was some weeks I'd blank out because I'd be burned out. I think I took so many calls. So,
I mean, yeah, that's a job. That fucking.
You never took anything like Adderall or.
No, I actually just tried Adderall like for the first time like 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
What was your experience?
Bro, it was crazy. Like that was like the most work I've done in my life. Like, I got to the point where like I did all my work. I was like, what the hell do I do now? Like, I can't do any more work. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So like I was kind of mad because I didn't have any more work to
That's fire, bro. When you're mad that you have no work to do,
Yeah.
what do you do at that point?
That happens to me a lot
Hit the gym.
lately.
Just get furious, go hit the gym.
Yeah. and then coming from sales to drop shipping, like, because drop shipping is not as time consuming as sales. So I was like, what do I do now? Like, am I done for the day? Like, I was trying to find more and more ways, like, to work basically, and I just had nothing to do. I feel like, because it's simple. Like, it's not like I'm taking calls back to back. It's not as much time. It's not as time consuming. Basically.
How do you currently spend your time now? Because I have the same. I'm not gonna call it issue. It's a blessing. Like Amazon, it's so automated for me that, dude, there'll be months where like I'll work like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And the store is good.
Yeah.
A fab, purchase of inventory. It gets received, sent to Amazon. I'm done. So what do you do with all that free time?
Honestly, it's here in Miami. That's why I love Miami. It's really just networking.
Facts.
Going out, talking to people, learning new things, learning about different business models. I'm still going all in on drop shipping, but like just in case, you learn different business models. You talk to people that are in different business models. So just in case, like, let's say I quit drop shipping, I got a guy for Amazon FBA, I got a guy for trading. Like, I could always just learn.
Yeah, you gotta go to jail. You got a lawyer that you met in Moxie's Breakfast City Center. It's super important to network, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I've been noticing that lately. What about you? How do you spend most of your free time on? Because we all do the same business, just a little bit different.
It's just tough because with e-commerce, like selling products, there's a lot of downtime. Like, for example, if I finish everything by like 2 p.m., my ads don't run until 12 a.m. So it's really nothing to do for the rest of the day other than like manage the ads or launch another product or whatever the case is. And so that's why I started branching out into other businesses. And, once I scaled one, which was drop shipping, now I have the opportunity and the time to get into all these other businesses. And so, that's one thing people don't understand. They're like, what if Amazon doesn't work? What if dropshipping doesn't work in like 5-10 years? Like, what am I going to do? Well, at that point, like, you got the money, the capital, the connections to start whatever you want. Like, people think the first business you get into is the one that you got to stay in for the rest of your life. And it's not. And so, like, that's just what I've been doing. And I go to the gym now. I don't know about you guys. You guys are big as fuck. So I would assume you guys were always in the gym. But for me, I didn't have transportation. I didn't have the money to buy the food. So I never went to the gym on my come up. Just because all I spent it on was just at home working on the business.
Nice.
And now I, go to the gym. I go to the gym.
I used to walk to the gym too. I sold my car. I was walking to work because just like you, I wanted to put everything into my Amazon store. I was like, fuck this. So I had a structure. I had to find a job that was near the gym and near my house. So I could just go to the gym, go to my job, come back right to the house and not spend money on, car insurance. Which back then for me, even was a lot.
Wow. That's smart.
Yeah. What about you? What do you spend all your time on? Besides hanging out with, well, let me not say it on camera.
Just gym, woman. Dude, so we have different things going on. What I like that, hopefully you guys are doing is like doing a business that's similar in one way or another to the one you already have.
Yeah.
Because if the one you already have does good, it helps the one you're starting.
Yeah.
So like with us, we teach people how to sell on Amazon. That's our other business. A lot of people think that people who teach, they just start teaching and that's it. It's like there's a lot of back end work that goes into it. So building that out. And we also have a fulfillment center, 3PL. So that's up in New Hampshire. We're working on setting that up. Like you drop shipping, right? You use fulfillment center warehouse. That's a lot of work. Yeah. Like that's why a lot of people don't even try to get a warehouse.
People don't understand, bro, how expensive a warehouse really is.
Ooh. So I stay busy. There's always something for me to do, at least for right now. Warehouse, the coaching, or the Amazon store.
Yeah, I guess explain to the audience like what your current setup is, because ours is a little different right now. Like before, you and I would just do like only e-commerce, and then we'll do like some coaching. Now you're doing like e-commerce coaching, and then you're also running pretty much the 3PL fulfillment center.
Yeah. So
like, what's your day-to-day like up in New Hampshire versus like here in Miami?
So up in New Hampshire, bro, sometimes, like most of the times, I honestly put an air mattress in there and I sleep in the warehouse. Because there's just so much work to be able to make sure that the layout of the warehouse is like corrected. Make sure that the racks there are good. Make sure that the employees we're about to hire are good. It's a lot of risk. Like 3PL is not that start making money tomorrow, which is like drop shipping, Forex, Amazon. It's a 3 to 5 year long-term goal where you have a lot of upfront costs. Like with us, we already dropped like 60K on just softwares and a bunch of like the shit we need. And it's our job to make sure that, first of all, it works. Like you send a product to us and we fuck it up, you're going to sue us. Or like some shit, like our reputation's fucked, like something's going to happen. So we got to make sure it works. And then when it works, we got to get more clients. We got to get people to trust us. So it's a long-term project. It's not like start making money tomorrow, but our goal is to create, be able to grow it and then exit from it. Because we've seen a lot of like $50 through $150 million exits in 3PLs. So that's my goal with it.
Yeah, and that 60K that we put in so far, it's nowhere near like the finished product. It's just a couple of software set up, a little bit of storing shelves, and not even the whole racking system, not even the forklift. It's a lot that goes into it. And that's not counting like hiring the manager, hiring 2 to 3 pick and packers to fulfill the products, putting cameras everywhere, putting a camera in front of the employee that's kind of connected to the software in case there's like an employee messes up a product or something and we get a complaint from Amazon, we can send them a screenshot of that employee making that mistake and tell Amazon how we're going to fix that. And they'll basically remove the complaint. So setting all that up, it's a lot more expensive than we thought, but it's a lot more worth it than we thought also, because that business, it's not sexy. Like who the fuck wants to be in a hot warehouse, really? It's a lot of people with money, but do they want to be in a warehouse? No. Do they have the expertise of e-commerce to run their own store within the warehouse to be able to pay to build a prep center and then have the prep center clients pay for that warehouse? No. So it's a lot of things that you need to be involved in to even have a successful like 3PL. Also, there's not like, a lot of them are really, really bad at marketing. There's not like one prep center that you're like, I know that guy. Like that guy is the face of all 3PLs besides Amazon FBA. And it's a big opportunity, shout out to Jeff Bezos and Amazon FBA warehouse in putting actually robots and AI all over the fucking warehouse, because that's a job like picking and packing a product. Like let's say I'm selling this on Amazon. I got to put it in like a little box, put like some bubble wrap or whatever. If it was glass, put it in a box. Like humans don't need to do that, right? So if you put a robot that can pick and pack that, boom, 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 put it in a box so that UPS can pick it up, and that robot's doing that 24/7, you're gonna get a lot more money than instead of just paying 3 to 4 guys that are always quitting. That he's not gonna quit, and he's working 24/7. And if you do that, if you have the capital and energy and time to build a fulfillment center with robots and AI, we just saw Amazon buy one for $150 million, because you can change the world. If fulfillment is being much faster in all across the United States, not just Amazon, like Walmart, you can order something at Walmart and get in prime shipping, basically, get in 2 days. So it would be basically Amazon Prime, but for everyone. Like for Home Depot, you buy something for Walmart, you get in 2 days. You buy something from whatever, fucking TJ Maxx, and you get in 2 days instead of Amazon being like the only dominant force of that like 2-day shipping. But that would require millions also, because you need a warehouse here in Florida and Cali and all the places that a lot of consumers are buying a lot of products off. But it's not that hard, and we're looking forward to have that challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a 3PL is just honestly whatever you make it. Like you could fulfill anyone's shit. Like you're just shipping out packages. Like you can grab containers from China and just disperse them throughout the US. Like whatever the fuck you want to do. But
And it's not a sexy business.
It's not.
That's kind of why I like it, because we have the Lambos, the McLaren, the Aston Martin, the Condon Brickle, hanging out with the boys, fucking chains, watches, talk about drop shipping and sales. So we have enough of that. I think it's very refreshing to have a business in the back end that you know whether you're posting fucking 3 reels a day on Instagram or not, or whether you're sourcing products on Amazon. Like that business is going to make money no matter what. So I think that's why I like it. And I'm looking forward to working on it a lot more. So right now we're not fully open to the public. Like we have our own stores in there. We have about 3 to 4 clients that we're currently prepping the products and then to Amazon. We have a guy that's doing private label. He has like 4,000 units, all that good stuff. But looking forward to opening it up soon.
Shout out to
late this year.
Gianluca. So Purative Fulfillment. He has a vape melatonin. So he's working on ad spend. And
it's one of our clients, He does private label, and he has vapes where you can just hit it twice and fucking knock out. It's all organic and stuff.
Wow.
So it's fire.
How do you guys compare to like let's say a competitor like ShipBob? Like how far away are you guys from ShipBob as like a 3PL?
You can answer that. You've done your research.
ShipBob is well established in the market by far. Like there's no comparison between us and ShipBob. ShipBob already has a customer base. They've been doing it for years. I think like over a decade or something like that. They have good credibility. Like even with Rob the Bank, I think Rob the Bank refers ShipBob in a way.
Yeah, so like with TikTok Shop, they have a fulfillment center now. It's called Fulfilled by TikTok. They use ShipBob.
Oh, so ShipBob is TikTok's FBA for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fire.
Yeah,
so
massive.
ShipBob is where we want to be at. That's the only thing. Like what I see is ShipBob
even different. Do they use AI and robots and things like that?
Yeah, it's ShipBob.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're massive in a way, but the way we see it is they're bigger, but we're more on the marketing level side. We have an edge in the market because we actually have a face to our name. ShipBob doesn't have a face to their name. They have partnerships, don't get me wrong, that they've been doing it for a while, but it's that old school marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of word of mouth.
A lot of word of mouth. That's why we're not scared of like competition. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of like, we're on this podcast, you guys need a 3PL, I got you. Can you do it for 110 per unit? A lot of our clients, and from what we've seen, it's a lot of word of mouth. Also, where is ShipBob located? Do they have multiple warehouses?
Yeah, no, they're big.
I think they have like 2 or 3 warehouses, or maybe, I don't know.
They have a lot. They have over 10.
So for example, ours is in New Hampshire. So New Hampshire, right next to us, there's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Amazon FBA fulfillment center. So my products check in within a day or 2 sometimes. So that's why we picked that specific state. So is ShipBob in New Hampshire?
So ShipBob is more for, to answer your question, no, I don't think they have a ShipBob in New Hampshire.
There we go. So that's a competitive edge.
But ShipBob is more for that D2C, direct to consumer. So like FBM or like anything Shopify related. We're going to be doing a lot of FBA and an online arbitrage. So if you're buying from websites, we're in a sales tax free state. So you avoid sales tax and we'll be able to receive it and ship it out to Amazon's FBA.
You should explain that more, because I get that question all the time. I don't know about you guys. What you do, dropshipping, it might be a little different. I get this question all the time. Like, if you're buying and selling a product, then how come you're paying taxes on it? And the customer is paying taxes too. Like, bro, we're buying from big retail. And honestly, it's a good question. I get these questions from even millionaires that are doing wholesale. Like, they don't understand, like, why are we paying sales tax if we're selling a product? So most of the products that we teach people to buy and the products we buy, we're buying it from big retailers like, let's say, Nike.com. When you ship that product into Florida, like we're currently in Miami, we're going to get hit with taxes, and it's going to be right around 7%. So let's say we buy a $100 shoe, we're going to pay 107. Whereas if I were to ship it, and you guys can go ahead and test this, just go on Nike.com, add an item to the cart, order it to Miami, you're gonna see that it's gonna be a 7% sales tax fee that they're gonna charge you, and then put a random New Hampshire address, you're gonna get charged no taxes.
Yeah.
So that's the benefit of having a prep center in a sales tax free state. Like we even try to write off that tax that we were paying from like Nike.com, all these different websites. You need like a form from the retailer to have them filled out that you're an affiliated salesman, some shit like that, like you're reselling the product, and they didn't want to give that to us. So the only way to basically not pay sales tax on a lot of these different products is to ship into a sales tax free state like New Hampshire, like Montana, even New Jersey does like sales tax free for clothing. So that's why we chose to have our warehouse there. And that's why it's basically free for us, because I was spending like $10,000 a month in Miami just on taxes, just on buying products every month on slow months. Now that we're in New Hampshire, I pay $0. So instead of paying that tax, I got to pay for the warehouse. It's free essentially.
So it makes sense to get a warehouse because it's a fixed cost. You just have to do it in a volume for it to make sense. Because you can work with a prep center, but the prep center charges you per unit cost. That's a variable. And then as long as you do whatever number you have to hit for the warehouse rent to be less than the prep center cost, it makes sense.
Yeah, it depends. Shout out to prep centers because, bro, it's a lot of work. Like,
yeah, it is.
It's a lot of costs. Like racks are very, very expensive. Forklifts go bad. They're expensive as well. Software is very expensive. I didn't realize the cost of software is going to be that much.
Well, we got the most expensive one.
We did get the most expensive, but it's the best one. It's called Ship. It's called Ship Hero.
Yeah, no, it's
just
fucking $2,200 a month.
Do you guys? How come you guys didn't choose to like, I guess, get a warehouse and just go like the 3PL route?
I mean, with Shopify, you could just ship it straight to them.
To the customer?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but with high enough volume, I do have 3PLs and warehouses inside the US. And the only issue is that to dropship select products, there's not that many that are available in US warehouses. So it's not worth it to purchase inventory until a certain point. Like around, I would say maybe 50 to 100K. Even beyond that, I know people who've done like 200, 500K a month. They don't brand it at all. They don't have complete US fulfillment yet. And they still make it work. But I think around the 50 to 100K mark is when it's worth like, you know, getting the long-term value of customers and branding all your stuff and all that. But for dropshipping, it's not really necessary, I would say.
That's good because the cost is very high and the risk is there too.
Yeah.
We like it too because if, as you guys know, Amazon, or maybe if you don't know, Amazon sometimes can just fucking ban you out of nowhere. Ruthless.
Oh, yeah.
You're just a number to them. So I go to sleep better knowing that like if my Amazon store gets shut down tomorrow, I have that money coming in from like the prep center, or even helping people quit the job through like teaching them e-commerce and even a lot of different things I'm currently doing. And that just helps me sleep better at night. Is Shopify any similar to Amazon as far as like them shutting down your account? Like
Yes. Actually, recently it has been pretty bad. Like there's two main ways it can be shut down, or it's not always shut down. You can either get it shut down or put on reserve or hold your payouts. The first way is if you just start getting a crazy amount of sales, like your first week or first month on Shopify, they just do like a review to make sure all your orders and sales are legit. It's not from stolen credit cards or whatever. So they put like a 20 to 40% reserve. And then afterwards, if you're selling like a high risk product, they start putting like 50%. Or when they shut down a store, they shut down like 3 stores like in the last few months. Now they're just straight up banning accounts. Like they just like deleted the login. I can't log in. I can't check when the payouts
they deleted 3 of your accounts.
Yeah. And so they owe me like a little bit over 50K. I can't access it. Usually before this, I had accounts shut down, but you can still log in and it shows you the date when it's paid out. Now they just delete the access. So you can't log in, you can't check, and you just email them. I emailed them. They're like, oh yeah, we'll check it for you. Nothing.
So there's a lot of companies that are doing that.
Yeah, Stripe is doing that too.
PayPal is notorious. Like,
PayPal.
if you haven't gotten banned from PayPal, you just haven't actually made money.
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
PayPal is ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, PayPal
is the worst.
Bro, it's like a couple
Fuck
thousands.
PayPal.
It just gets knocked off. Like, I don't even know. But that gives like an edge in the market. Like, that's one thing we started talking with our boy Casey about, WAP.
Yeah, it does give
So
an
now we're working with WAP.
WAP's been good.
So supposedly what they say is like, you're pretty much, all of WAP is like a big Stripe account. So your numbers are also combined with other people's numbers.
Oh.
So it's not like your individual Stripe is being looked at. It's all of WAP's individual Stripes looking at. So the amount of volume you're doing is like barely shit compared to all the volume.
From what we heard, even WAP, there's only been 3 cases of getting Stripe account banned, and it was all gambling, doing 300 to 400K a month.
That's a lot.
Discord groups.
Yeah.
300, 400K a month on Discord, bro. That's like 90% profit margin. Like, what's a Discord, bro? That's like,
Yeah, pretty much. What is it?
it's like a VA running it. Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
there are people doing like 5 mil a month with a sports betting Discord.
wow,
Bro, marketing is everything.
That's
Marketing is
nasty.
everything. Yeah. But you can talk about that. How much of your success do you attribute to marketing?
Like all of it. I mean,
100% of it?
yeah.
That's also sales.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So sales and marketing is everything because, I mean, before I actually started dropshipping, one of the things I did was stream. Now, like before all these guys used to, there's like a whole method, like the efficient way to grow as a streamer. Like all these Twitch streamers now, Aiden Ross, Kai Cenat, they stream and then they post clips on TikTok. It goes viral and then it redirects them to their actual stream. Like how it works is on Twitch, they don't promote you at all. Like if you have 0 viewers, you have 0 viewers. You got to have viewers from another platform come. And then once you start having like 100 viewers, they'll start promoting you on their platform. But before that, they don't promote you at all. So what I did was I streamed like to myself and I would like fake or stage reactions or chats. And that way I get a viral clip on TikTok. And then that would actually start getting me viewers on Twitch.
Nice.
And then learning
Pretty
that.
smart.
And that's how I learned like how to get views on TikTok. And then I just used that to start drop shipping with. And then afterwards I started my social media, my personal brand with it. And so, yeah, like that was everything.
That's what I like about what you do better than what I do in a way, because you got to learn, because we don't even do ads. Like Amazon FBA is so fucking easy. Like you just it's selling there, you just buy it and sell it, right?
Yeah.
But you actually have to learn like advertisement, how to manage an ad, how much money to put, when to know that your ad is right out, how to get more people, like the SEO, all that different type of stuff, how to use TikTok, how to use Instagram. I think that's pretty cool. Like that dropshipping taught you that skill.
Yeah.
Because that skill is necessary for any business.
Yeah.
I don't love marketing, to be honest. I like more like the like owning a business, just like buying a company, running it. I like the logistics side of it. But I'm doing it, right? We're doing the podcast because, and even the line, but like I go outside all the time to meet new people, because without marketing, there hasn't been a company that, at least that I know of, that doesn't have a good marketing team behind it. Even Microsoft, Bill Gates, he's not a fucking marketing genius, but he has, everybody in the world knows who Microsoft is, what that company is, who Bill Gates even is. And Bill Gates wasn't a marketing genius, but he had a bunch of people doing marketing for him that actually got Microsoft to be to where they are now. Even though they were an amazing product, they still wanted to put a lot of emphasis in marketing. And I think a lot of people don't really understand that. Like you can create the next Lamborghini, but if no one knows it, if no one hears it on the street, if no one sees it on TikTok, Instagram, TVs, movies, like they're not gonna buy the car. They don't know what the fuck the car even exists. So I'm like forcing myself to learn marketing, because my true, I guess, desire to do this life is to create something big. I still need to learn how to market that, whatever it is I end up creating.
That's actually a great point, because with dropshipping, there can be a product that's, let's say, 100% useful, complete value. I would rather pick a product that's like 50% value, like actually useful, and 50% marketable. Mm-hmm. So it's less useful, but it has more marketing potential.
No,
I would rather pick that, because what's the point of having the most useful product if it can't get any views? No one's going to see it. You're not going to get any sales. So I'd rather pick something that's more marketable, but it'll get a little less conversion rates. But I think that's still better with what I do with my strategy.
How do you identify like what's a marketable product?
You really can't. Like, you just have to have experience.
Yeah, there's no like seller amp that's telling us.
Yeah,
On Shopify.
like you guys have it very not easy, but like simple,
very
like
easy, bro.
like laid out. Like there's actual numbers to look at. With a lot of drop shipping, it's not numbers. You just
look at what other people's are.
You just look at it. And you just gotta know, is it good or not? Like, there's factors that you can check. Obviously, there's numbers that you can check. But even with dropshipping softwares or resources, it's never exact. I know Amazon is way more accurate, but on dropshipping stores or Shopify stores now, they like block data. And so we can like track a store and it'll say 100K, but it could be like more like 80K or 120K. Like, it's not exact, but it is still a decent indication.
Use like Viralytics and those type of softwares or no?
Not too, like Google Trends sometimes.
Google Trends.
There's also softwares like Shop Hunter that you can use to track stores and see the revenue. But like I said, it's never exact, but it's an estimate to look at, I guess.
There's like PP ads where you can check what other people are doing. There's PP ads, you can check what products are popping, just things like that. I know Helium 10 is good as well. Helium 10, that's for Amazon. You guys use it?
No.
It's very good for private label.
Yeah.
To do product research.
Yeah, like that.
But for us, it's resale. So it's not really product research, but like, what's doing good? Can I find it cheaper? Yes. Can I? That's it, pretty much. I just put it in.
People overcomplicate it. It's fucking stupid simple.
Yeah.
But so one thing I picked up, it's like, if a product cannot go viral by itself, like, you shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't, but if you can find the one marketing angle that can honestly be one of the best.
Like an edge in market.
Yeah, because you get an edge and it's not as competitive, is like a product that doesn't have that potential. But if you find like one creative or one hook or one storyline or angle that can make it go viral, then yeah, like that is possible. But it's not common, but it is possible.
Yeah, it's like high risk, but you also get like reward.
So before you pick the product, you just got to know like what type of creatives you're going to run, how you're going to structure your ads, and what strategy you're going to go with.
If you were to create like a good, really, really good product that's really, really good, will you pattern it, or have you ever done that?
Nah, I've put my own logo. I've slightly added features on it, like small features, like change the look or added like a small feature on some of them, but nothing like a patent or anything. Even with patents, I mean, there's still ways to get around it, no?
Yeah, I mean, not something unfamiliar.
But also at the same time with dropshipping, you're not supposed to reinvent the wheel. You're supposed to go with products that are already somewhat working. And so that's also another thing, is that if you were to create a patent, like, you would have to create something completely new. And then you don't know if it sells or not, which I guess high risk, high reward, you'll be the first one to it. But
the way I see it as more like as an advanced entrepreneur. Like, first you want to start off with the low risk. Like, this shit's already working. Let me keep doing this. And then
and then later on, you want to pattern it, sell it. Yeah, that'll be cool.
More risk, like with products that aren't even in the market, or like some Shark Tank type of products that you've never even heard of.
Are you looking to start your own brand or to continue the trend you're on?
I would say I do want to be able to start my own brand. The thing about us is, like, our business, you can honestly delegate and automate it. Like, I don't know about drop shipping, but with us, we could just get virtual assistants. Yeah. Like, once we become really good at finding products, we just get virtual assistants to find those products for us. We end up promoting one that ends up buying the products, and then one that administrates our Amazon store. Yeah. So the whole store is ran for us, right? We just incentivize them, like, hey guys, if you look for this many products, we'll give you this much money. But I do want to be able to do my own brand. I want to start off with something that's like simple, and I want to start on TikTok. I want to do a TikTok shop.
For your own brand?
Yeah, I've already seen a lot of stories. Like, what I was saying before, if it can't go viral on its own, then don't do it. Like, there was a sex chocolate one. Like, dude, you could have a monkey record that shit and it'll go viral. Exactly. Because it's like chocolate you eat, that'll make you want to fuck.
Yeah.
Like who? Like you put that anywhere, a poster on the wall. Like whoever sees it is like, oh, that's funny, and then that's something you could also charge way more money on.
Exactly.
Because the marketing of it and like the curiosity is just like next level.
So that would be your first product?
Nah,
Ice
I
cream
wouldn't say
that makes you want to fuck.
What's going crazy on TikTok shop right now is supplements.
Supplements, bro.
And like what people are doing, like they find a supplement like that like solves an insecurity. Like let's say for example,
Rob
like
the bank.
yeah, like
Yeah, bro. King Top Shelf.
yeah, exactly. Like the pheromone, the cologne he has.
Uh-huh.
There's also like vaginal probiotics or something like that. Like
I gave this girl one.
Yeah, exactly. Like smell good down there. Like
So I didn't think you would have to pop it. Like they actually insert it in there.
wait,
They
what?
put it in there. There's
No way.
No, there's ones that you eat, or you could also shove it in there. Supposedly shoving in there is like more effective.
I mean, yeah, I would assume so. No.
She said that. I'm like,
Straight to the source.
Vaginal probiotics, though, that could definitely
like smell good down there.
Dude, what? If you do some crazy, I can already see like you do some ads of like, I don't know, like does your vagina smell like shit?
Or you get an affiliate. You feel like, oh yeah, like oh my man,
the algorithm
I
is
smell
gonna
like
like that.
roses. I smell like roses. I smell sweet.
Bro, what? We're
It
about to
doesn't
launch
taste
it
like-
right now.
But I heard from TikTok shop sellers that I know personally that if you actually market a product that makes someone insecure, the platform will actually like punish you, and they won't even let you sell like fat loss products on TikTok.
Really? I mean,
If you try, go look fat loss on TikTok right now. Look, it's gonna show like I'm just trying right now. We'll do a live test. It's gonna be like, don't worry, it's like you are the perfect weight, something like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, look. What?
well, I mean,
Just
fat
make sure I'm
loss.
not
Like
sure.
I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
fat loss is kind of like most fat loss
That's
products are kind of a scam.
There's
Yeah,
no
but
way.
fat loss.
How does one even find out?
Look, the SEO is broken, and then yep, you see.
What?
No, I mean, yeah, because like fat loss is. I mean,
So you gotta be careful with your marketing.
That's
But search up-
crazy.
Show the camera. So if you look up fat loss or anything fat loss related on TikTok shop right now, the algorithm like is just gonna punish you because they think that by you doing this, like making someone feel fat in a way, they're gonna like, oh fuck, I hate TikTok because
Oh.
now TikTok makes me feel fat or something.
TikTok shop is
Stupid
so
shit.
new, so they do have to watch out for that because like they're trying to compete with like Amazon and all of that. So like. And not a lot of people still trust TikTok shop to this day. They think it's just like a bunch of Chinese sellers. That's why they don't even allow you to drop ship on TikTok.
That's a lot of good things happening with Amazon and TikTok now. I don't know if you guys saw, they just partnered up actually.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
they partnered up?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that. It's gonna
This
go
is like
crazy.
the number one news in e-com in like the last years, bro.
Yeah, and one of the best things I like about TikTok shop personally is, and this is for my friend, she went from doing 90K a month to her second month doing 900K.
Wow.
So that's what I kind of been learning from China with. And she said that on that first 90K month, not only did her sales go up on TikTok shop, because you're selling the same products you sell on Amazon on TikTok shop. Her sales on Amazon actually went up drastically because her videos went viral on TikTok shop.
Bro, yes. A lot of my products that I made go viral, or a lot of dropshippers that I know that ran their products on TikTok. Bro, you Amazon sellers start selling it and just getting it for free. Like we pay for ads, you guys pay a little bit of PPC and then take all
And
the
the reason
sales.
why it was the trust, like you guys were saying.
Yeah.
They would see a product go viral on TikTok shop, be like, okay, I like it, close the app, go to Amazon, buy
But
it.
that's also one thing about product research that we do as dropshippers is we try to select products
Like,
that-
on Amazon.
that like you wouldn't know if it's on Amazon or not. Like something
That's nice.
like
That's
all the
smart.
simple products like cups, glasses, you would know it's on Amazon. But there's like these special, unique type of products where if you look at
Yeah, you can't sell vapes on
Yeah.
Amazon.
like you wouldn't be able to tell that it's from Amazon. And so like that's also another thing is that when you're doing product research, like you gotta make sure like does this look like it's something too simple to where it can be found elsewhere like Amazon.
That's pretty smart. Interesting. Well, we have like 10 minutes left on the podcast. It's been pretty good, right?
Let's talk lifestyle.
Let's talk
how's it going
lifestyle.
over here. Like, come on, you guys are fucking young as shit. Miami.
Oh man.
Not
What
just
does it
Miami,
feel to be a young, successful entrepreneur? We didn't get to
Yeah.
talk about the
So
cars.
like
Miami lifestyle, nothing.
The thing here is, because I grew up in Miami. This is Brickell. Like this is not actual Miami. Miami is there's other parts of Miami. So you guys are in prime Miami. Miami is also growing. Like how's lifestyle and networking and shit?
Yeah, what's it like living in Miami for you guys?
Bro, I mean, it's great, but then I see guys like you, and I'm like, shit, it's not great anymore.
Better, we need to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, we're fucking like what? I'm 26 now. You're 19.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But still,
I see
like,
someone like you. I'm like, bro, at 19, I was fucking. I mean, I was trying my best, you know, but I wasn't driving a Corvette. I'll tell you that much. I was walking to work, like I said.
yeah.
So, but I do get that. I get what you're saying. It's a lot of people that are doing better than you know. Dude,
Which is
Miami
good.
has the same billionaires as Dubai. People don't know it. They think it's just like, the same billionaires as Dubai, same amount. People think it's just like social media guys and stuff. Bro, there's guys that I know, they're in the Porsche Tower, that have a 918 parked up in their fucking apartment chilling, and they have a fucking warehouse basement in Hialeah full of fucking Bugattis. And there's people here that have money with 2,000 followers. That's a true story, by the way.
For sure.
That's a friend of my friend. And he has a 918 Spider on his Porsche Tower, and he has a hidden warehouse with all of his supercars there.
In the Porsche Tower?
In the Porsche Tower, he has his 918 Porsche
But he has a warehouse with a supercar.
and he has a warehouse with his supercars.
Nice.
And by the way, that Porsche Tower, from what I heard, you fucking pull up on the car and it takes you to your apartment.
Yeah.
So you have the car in your condo.
I've gone up.
Yeah,
I've
bro.
gone up in it. That's where Anuel lives.
Oh, really? Porsche Tower?
He had his Bugatti there before he sold it.
Cool. No, that's one thing.
Let's talk about like people back home. Where are you from?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys, where do you come from?
I come from Jacksonville.
What was it like moving to? Do you live here now?
Yeah. I live
What part?
I live in downtown. near
Okay,
downtown
nice.
area.
What's it like living like
Dude,
downtown
honestly,
Miami compared to Jacksonville?
it's like I'm surrounded by a bunch of like-minded people back home. Like I'm the only guy that's in like the internet type of money space doing what I'm doing, and there's no hustlers. Like there's not a lot of people trying to make money out there. Everybody's like, I don't know, like at least at my age, they're slacking around, smoking.
How old are you again?
drinking. I'm 19.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, and then I was in college before. I just recently dropped out. Dude, everybody it felt like bullshit. Like everybody was going out partying, drinking, just messing around while I'm over here like working. I'm like there's no way like they're just gonna wait 4 years or 3 years to make some money and just slack off for that amount of time. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna try to go all into something, drop out, and see how it goes.
You dropped out, and then like what was it like? Like how much money were you even making? Actually, let me rephrase that. How much money? Because I think this is a very good question that I get a lot. It's like, oh, Max, how much money should I be making before I move to Miami? How much money do you guys think a guy should be making before they move to Miami? And not just Miami, like downtown Miami, Brickell, Miami, the center of the attention. Or even, there's Sunny Isles and Palm Beach. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. Oh, shit.
I mean, it really depends, bro. You can move to Miami. I don't know. For me, when I dropped out of high school, that was really my first month that I made money. Like I hit a 10K month, and I'm like,
And you moved to Miami?
yeah, no, I didn't move to Miami, but I
That's
dropped
what
out.
happened to me. So take care of that. All right, Brickell.
Okay, yeah, I didn't do it like that, but for me, I'm like, okay, if I'm making 10K a month while spending all this time in high school, how much would I make if I dropped out? Wouldn't I make 20K a month because I have double the time? But yeah, like this kid in my lunch class, he's like, yo, you're dripped out. Like, what do you do, bro? I'm like, I do dropshipping.
Nice.
And he's like, what car do you drive? I'm like, I drive a Nissan right now, but I'm about to take delivery of a C8 Corvette. He's like, nah, you're capping, bro. Like, then he started telling people like, oh, this kid thinks he's all that. I'm like, bro, you asked me a question, I answered it. And then
Bro's retarded.
And then next week, he asked, yo, where's your Corvette at? Like, that's what I thought. I'm like, okay, like now this looks bad on me. I told him it was going to come next week. It wasn't here because it's late. And then I dropped out. I never saw him. I never got to prove him wrong, but fuck, I guess.
What's that guy's name?
No clue. It's some
random fucking
yeah,
retard.
some random guy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pull up in the Lambo. I'm gonna ship my Lambo back to my old high school and do that.
What high school
That's
you go
gonna be
to?
cool.
Huh?
What high school you go to?
One in Georgia and then in Alabama.
Oh shit.
It's
Yonder.
fucking complicated.
Out of here.
What about you? Where are you from?
I'm from Venezuela and I came here when I was 13. I come from like, bro, I will go to sleep and I'll hear like gunshots.
Yo,
Venezuela, yeah.
no, like actually.
Venezuela is bad. When people think like Wynwood or some like the hood in the United States is dangerous, dude, I had no idea.
Bro, Jackson was so ghetto as well.
Huh?
Jackson was terrible as well.
Jackson was ghetto.
So ghetto. Like, have you guys heard of like the rappers like J Dot, Julio, and all them? It's just crazy. It's like a warfare.
Like a Chirac.
Yeah, Chirac.
In Jackson though. I didn't never heard of
The
that.
crime rate's terrible over there.
Shit.
I don't know about Jackson, but you're from Florida.
I'm from Miami. I was raised here like all throughout Miami. I'm from Ecuador. I lived there from 7 to 8 years old. I was born there till 3 years old, moved here. So never really heard about like.
And then your parents, they're all from Ecuador, right? Mom and dad?
Everyone's from Ecuador.
What about yours? You look like Arab.
Yeah. So I lived in Jordan. I'm on Jordan, but I'm originally Palestinian.
That's it.
But
Nice.
most of my family moved from Palestine to Jordan because of the war that's happening over there. So, yeah, and then after that, my dad, he came over here because he's like a serial entrepreneur. He owned a law firm,
Nice.
couple gas stations. He came here to pursue his dreams and all that. So I feel like I got some sort of that entrepreneurial like
From your dad?
Yeah, from my dad.
Cool. Yeah, me too. What about you? Where you from? Like your
I'm
parents?
from Korea.
Oh, nice. So you were born there?
Yeah,
Oh, nice. You can speak it, I'm sure.
a little bit. Like my parents text me in Korean, I just respond like yes, like in English. I don't know about you. Do you?
That's nice. Yeah, I speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I think in Miami, it's important to at least somewhat understand it because there are guys that we talk to sometimes. I'll tell you a story. We had an investor for the warehouse. The deal didn't fall through, so whatever. Fuck, I can talk about it. Bro, he was making 800 million a year revenue selling gold. And that was like his thing. And that was one of his like 6 different businesses that he was doing. Just spoke only Spanish.
Yeah.
He owns a very popular
He's well
restaurant.
established. Islas Canarias.
He owns Islas Canarias. I don't know if
In
you guys
Miami.
know.
It's a Cuban restaurant, sort of like by Dolphin Mall.
But the dude was loaded. Like,
Wow.
he pulled up on a fucking 300K watch. Talking about he bought Bitcoin at fucking 12K, sold at 70, some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But he only spoke Spanish. So I'm starting to understand now that the importance of speaking another language. So I wouldn't give up on that Korean. You never know. You can find a good distributor there that only you can talk to, and you knowing what you know, you can pull.
That is true. I
What
gotta
about
start speaking.
I speak Arabic, but like I feel
Nice.
like I have to because like of my culture and everything, but also because of my religion. Because we need to know Arabic to read like my holy book, the Quran, and also like recite when we're praying. So
Nice. You're Muslim?
yeah, I'm Muslim.
Cool. Nice. I'm Christian, but I respect the Muslim culture a lot. And I like their values. I'm actually going to read the Quran. So maybe we'll talk later on.
But I recommend you do, bro.
Mhm.
I mean, it's good to know like all the religions and study all of them. If I had the time, I would definitely study and read the Bible as well, just to learn.
Exactly. That's what I want to do. I want to kind of get like a bird's eye view of religion as a whole. I kind of pick my side from there before I'm like, oh, I'm Christian. I want to be more educated before I even touch the subject too much. I think we should wrap it up here. I think it's been like a little over an hour. And where can they find you? How was this your second podcast so far?
No, it's lit.
Did you
bro.
get everything you wanted to say to the people?
No, I think it's good. We're getting a good flow going on. We're gonna keep getting more people from Miami. JPark, like there's a lot of people like these guys. Like there's a lot of people that are like 18 through 21 through 25 or whatever that do a lot of shit. So we'll just keep connecting, and as time goes, we're gonna be doing different shit. So it's good, like updates.
We kind of started as just a network with like successful entrepreneurs like you guys. And I think there's a good market for it in Brickell alone that we just go outside and we meet like 10 different entrepreneurs. And I think this is how I see this going because we have multiple ideas. One was like, okay, we can start an e-commerce podcast. But bro, that's the geekiest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about how you can buy and sell this. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to talk about that for fucking the next 20 years, right? Because that's the thing with a podcast. It's just going to be there for a long time. But it's like, if you're doing a webinar or you're doing coaching, I think that's fine. You're doing social media. But podcast, we want to do something more long-term. So I think we'll end up doing something like the entrepreneurs, I don't know, cave or something like that. We'll decorate this.
Nah, fuck with it.
Just meet up with different people that are different industries. Because even a lot of my friends don't even do Amazon. A lot of them are doing car rental. They're doing e-commerce.
Exactly.
So I think it will be good to kind of all of us come together. And like you said, you never know, something happens to you or you want to change businesses. Like, you know who to talk to. And this is one of our ways for even ourselves to protect like our businesses from, if Amazon collapses tomorrow and I want to do TikTok shop organic or dropshipping organic, I know who to contact, you know? So, and same goes for you guys. You guys ever need help with anything, you know, we're here for you guys. So you want to say anything to the audience? You got everything you wanted to say?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, of course. Where can people find you guys?
At JPark Ecom on all socials, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Nice. What about
My Instagram is OTHMAN and then 8 N's.
Fire?
Let's run it.
Let's get it, man. Looking forward to our next podcast.